One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Tulsa, Oklahoma, home to the Golden Hurricane of Tulsa. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the South Florida Bulls, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Tulsa will kick off and we'll get this game started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So USF's offense will get first crack at it today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they...
Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Bulls are in the hurry-up.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves, and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense, getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Snagged in the middle, it's Porter. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now facing a 3rd and long. Jones to throw. Looking deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Bulls will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Catch is made at the 15. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Golden Hurricane offense gets its first crack in this game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
With the catch, it's Ferguson. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, the slot receiver's running the in route there, and he does a nice job of finding the soft spot in the defense right over the middle of the field.
Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Ferguson. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Golden Hurricane might just throw this thing deep on 2nd and inches. Hand off to the single back. There he goes! Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Tulsa seems to have the whole playbook working. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Smith dropping to pass. Pulls it in. It's Bean. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And the offense is really backed up as this ball is down at the 5. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Find some fresh air. And they'll bring him down after the long completion. An explosive pass play for this offense.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
Open space at the 25. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Bulls want to pick up the tempo. Now from inside the red zone. Makes the catch. Touchdown, South Florida. A great catch and run for 6. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Smith wants to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. It's complete to the right. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Turning it on. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking downfield on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intent.
Intercepted deep in his own end. Bringing it back. Crosses midfield. The 30. At the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Bulls. Look, a lot of time left. there's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense. Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Smith dropping to pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. New set of downs after the completion. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense. Get in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
Throws for the tight end. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. We just didn't have it there.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed to rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Got the quick pass. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. They're going back to the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
When you're on offense, you see so much of this nowadays. You see misdirection. You see somebody flying across the formation. Why? To get the eyeballs of those linebackers, to get them to move out of a gap, one space. Works to perfection here. That's why they break off the big gain on offense.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Steps away. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Well, he tried everything he could that time just to not take a negative play. He didn't get sacked. It was a great job avoiding that. And he's just able to get what he can get on the scramble.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into him.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. And this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And the Bulls moving quickly to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44. The Bulls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the ground with the back. Makes one man miss. Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a first down.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Jones wants to throw it. With the catch, it's Porter. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
He's got it on the right. To the 15. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. North Carolina is in front. They led for most of the way. However, Ramses isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Miami. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. There he goes. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Smith wants to throw. Got the back over the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Making the running back a weapon in the passing game makes it so difficult on the defense to cover everything.
No doubt. And listen, there's so many matchups across the board. If I'm playing offense, I'm going to assess it. Like, where do I have a speed advantage? Is it a running back versus a linebacker? Is it a receiver versus a corner? Whatever it is, I'm going to find it. And you could tell it was the running back, and they took advantage.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Ferguson. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Tulsa wasting no time. To the air on 1st down. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Tulsa.
That was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man on the right. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Nice stiff arm there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's got him. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Jones to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Tulsa. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
The Golden Hurricane needing a big play to keep this drive going. That's caught. It's Ferguson. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down.
Offense facing 4th down.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
1st and goal, USF.
Jones wants to throw it. Using the quick game. Touchdown, USF! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiving group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone.
Tulsa, 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. There's the pressure. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Smith dropping to pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Off the play fake on 1st down. Got his man. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. And the Bulls want to move quickly.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Going for it all. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. The Bulls will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Powers ahead, gets 4. He's down at the 10.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Smith wants to throw. Makes the grab. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down. Tulsa seems to have the whole playbook working. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Parrish. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bradley. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a big tight end, makes the grab, it's a first down. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Rush is on him. That pressure was on him quicker than a hiccup, and down he goes with a sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Finds his man. It's Ferguson. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. That's the end of the period, and USF is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Smith dropping to pass. Quick strike complete. At the 20, he's got space. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Tulsa wasting no time. On 2nd and goal, they go right back to him. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
It's complete on the right side. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. And the Bulls are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. The give to the left side. Had nowhere to go. Couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Looking to the big tight end. Complete in the middle. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Bradley. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Quarterback making checks. Smith wants to throw. Unloads it left. Got his man downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. That last catch puts him over 150 yards receiving on the day.
Reese, this defense has no answer for this guy. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's run or who's been covering him. They just can't stop him.
Yeah, and he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that obviously open over the middle of the field, but you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders. Am I going to get whacked when I hit this thing? It makes those guys think a little bit. You see more drops over the middle of the field.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Defense gave them a free one on that one. It's now 2nd and 5. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Listen, his team's obviously down in this game, but it's not his fault. I mean, this guy showed up to play. He's been churning out big play after big play. Already over 100 yards rushing in this game. He's carrying his weight. He needs his buddies around him now to pick up the slack a little bit and help get this team back in the game.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Sends it back in motion. Trying to surge it in. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane! And the comeback is on. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
That's a first down for the offense.
Jones to throw. The sure hands, it's Singleton. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Looking to fire. Now adjusting. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Bulls racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting in the 4th quarter, 1-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
And fires complete to the right. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bulls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
Here we go.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Working on the right. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
And that is big time, late in the game, that you can trust your quarterback to still throw the football because you know it's only a few more first downs, and this one's over. Nice to have a guy like that you can trust.
The Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. Jones wants to throw it. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And that's a missed opportunity. I mean, he had him open. He could have thrown that football maybe with just a little bit more touch. He had plenty of mustard on it. You could see he threw a bullet. But sometimes when those guys are wide open, you see quarterbacks they try to aim it a little bit too much.
The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quick release on the RPO. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Bulls will hustle to the line. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you a huge 3rd down. Wants to throw again. Going for 6. And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
35, Tulsa, 23.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He wants to change this route. Smith dropping to pass. Here's a heat. He's taking the deep shot. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Here comes the heat. And the ball's out there after it. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. The Golden Hurricane way behind the chains here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. They'll run the screen. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 4th down.
This is an offense that obviously practices 2-minute situations, but they're not executing it right now, and I don't like the play call. You got to be throwing to the sticks, or you got to be throwing to the sideline so guys can get out of bounds.
He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow.